What's up, everybody? This is going to be a little garage tour to kick off the YouTube channel. I'm going to go over the cars that I currently own and just walk around them and talk about them for a second and introduce you to everything. Welcome to TK Driven. That's so cheesy. Alright, so as you can see here, this is a 2008 Acura TSX. This is my daily driver. I've had it about a year and a half or so. It's got 150 something thousand miles. I think it has a rebuilt title. It's been good to me. I think it's completely stock. The tires all leaked because the alloy wheels were kind of rusted out on the inside, so that's the only thing I've really done to it is taken it to the alignment shop, tire shop, and get it aligned and reseated the bead on the tires, so now none of them leak. It also, the memory seats were disconnected when I got it, so I took the door panel off and found that they were literally just unplugged, so I plugged them in. You can see some of the paint right there on the bumper has come off. I probably won't ever have it repaired, but it cleans up pretty nice when I hand wash it and stuff. It's just a great little daily driver. I like it. It does have VTEC. I honestly can't tell when it comes on. Moving on. Alright, here's the family vehicle. This is my wife's minivan. We had a twin turbo Explorer before this, but we got so tired of not being able to get the doors open close to other vehicles in parking garages and stuff. I have 3 kids, so we were always in and out of the car and kept hitting the doors on stuff, and we got tired of that, and so we finally broke down and bought a minivan. I think it's a 2017 maybe. That's embarrassing, I'm not even sure. I think it's a 2017 Toyota Sienna. Of course it's stock. No, I'm just kidding, it's a twin turbo LS1. Nope, no it's not, it's stock. It's a Toyota, it works fine. I won't bore you with the minivan. Let's move on to the first fun vehicle. Alright, now it's finally entertaining. This is a 2010 Harley Davidson Iron 883. This was my second motorcycle of my entire life, and I bought it when my second son was born. It's got 17,000 miles or something like that. It had Screaming Eagle pipes on it when I got it, and they had removed the baffles, so it was insanely loud. Like, couldn't take it out of the neighborhood loud, embarrassingly loud. So I put the stock mufflers on. I wouldn't mind the normal Screaming Eagles if I can find a set with the baffles back in it, or buy baffles and put them back. Maybe that'll be a future video. It's that Harley Davidson calls it denim paint. It's like a flat black. It looks really good, but the only problem is you can't polish it, so if you get a scratch or anything, it's over with, because it would shine it like normal paint at that point. There's that green bag hanging there is a ditty bag, like a tool bag that hangs off a climbing belt. I work at AT&T and have climbed many poles, and so that means that one actually says Bell South, because I used to work for Bell South before AT&T bought them, so that one means a little bit more to me. It's got mini ape hangers. I think they're 8 or 10 inch. I didn't put them on. That's the way it was when I found the bike on Cycle Trader. I think it came from Louisville, Kentucky, and I think before that it may have been in Texas at one point, so it's been around. I know a lot of Harley aficionados consider this a girl's bike, but honestly, this is the only Harley I would even consider owning. I just don't like the appearance of any kind of dresser or most things with a windshield. This one kind of reminds me of like a World War II style. It's not exactly like that, but it's definitely a different flavor than what I grew up imagining Harley Davidson like, and it really is about the only one I'd own. I wouldn't mind getting a 6th gear somehow and a 1200cc engine instead of the 883. Maybe a Roadster, I think it's called, Harley Roadster, and cruise control would be nice. But yeah, I love it. Alright, now we're into the RX7's. I named this one Quicksilver. It's a Silverstone Metallic 1993 Mazda RX-7. It was a base model. I bought it about a year and a half ago, and I put the 99 wheels on it and 1999 front bumper on it. And I've done a few other things that will be coming up in the coming weeks' videos. It's mostly stock. It's got the few basic bolt-ons that most RX-7s have. It's got most full exhaust, M2 intake box, and super pump. But I'm going to go over that in a parts video and go over everything. This one I bought as to be kind of like a more usable fun car. The black car that you'll see here in a second, I ticked a few boxes too many towards race car mode, so it doesn't have AC or power steering, and it's a lot louder and a lot more aggravating to drive. This one still has all the amenities, AC, power steering, and you can use it as a normal car as much as you could ever use an RX-7 as a normal car, I guess. But I do take it to Walmart and to Lowe's, and whatever I can fit in there I put in there. So it scratched that itch. I'm a huge RX-7 guy, as you'll soon learn from this channel. Straight rotary all the way. I know way more about rotary engines than I do about piston engines. So I absolutely love this car, obviously, and we're going to be upgrading it and kind of doing an OEM plus. That little yellow circle right next to the passenger side windshield wiper is the Import Car of the Year award. So that's a cool little bit of nostalgia. And now we're into the crotch rockets. This is a 2006 Suzuki GSXR 750. This, believe it or not, was my first motorcycle. First anything with two wheels with an engine in it. Growing up, I wasn't allowed to have anything four-wheeler, dirt bike, nothing, because my parents kind of suspected that I would kill myself on it, and they may have been right. Let's hope that's not true, but I'm making up for that lack of toys, as you can see here. So I bought this when my first son was born. Bought it in Atlanta while I was working there and learned to ride it in Atlanta traffic. Needless to say, that was an experience. It is stupid fast. Any motorcycle rider already knows that, but car people, at least I didn't understand really how fast they are until I got one. It's kind of scary, actually, how fast it is sometimes, and I'm sure a leader bike would just totally dust it, so maybe I'll have one of those in the future. We'll see. This one had the wheels, the chrome wheels on it when I bought it. It was lowered. I put it back to stock height. I'm a little bit too tall for it to be lowered. And it had a Two Brothers exhaust on it, which was obnoxiously loud. You can see a theme here on me replacing motorcycle exhaust. So I put that Akrapovic on there, and it's only loud when it's at full throttle, and then it sounds like a Formula 1 car or something. It's really pretty neat. It has a power commander and a front sprocket, and I think it's got the little chip that makes this speedometer read correctly again. And a race air filter, I think it was called, like a K&N race only. I thought I'd risk it for the street. I don't ride it every single day, so. Oh, and it's got one of those crazy light lithium batteries. Like you think the box is empty when you pick it up. The only thing I would probably replace this with would be a Aprilia Tuono, I think it's called. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but it's a kind of like a half naked, still got a little bit of fairings, and the seating position is a little more upright. I have never been to a track with my Super Sport. I would be interested in doing that, but I just haven't. But a Tuono or a Ducati, some sort of real big Panigale or something like that would be interesting. I'd also like to get like a total stunt bike, like just a ragged out flat tank, super low sprockets, just to stand it up as soon as you look at the throttle to practice stuff like that, because I've never been any good at wheelies and that kind of stuff, so that'd be fun too. And of course I'd like to get something for the dirt. I've never had a dirt bike. Maybe some sort of dual sport would be fun. But let's look at another awesome rotary. This is Raven. This is the Brilliant Black 95 RX7. I've had this one since 2007, I think it was. It's been through countless iterations. I'll have to go over an extensive part list. Exterior wise, you can see it's mostly stock. I've got some BBS RGR replica style wheels. I don't remember the brand right now, but they're not real RGRs. 99 tail lights are there. The rest of it's completely factory exterior, I mean. Interior is close to stock, and then the engine, I'll have to have an entire video dedicated to that, but there's nothing stock left at all. It's still rotary, but that's about the extent of it being stock. This was my dream car that I could actually afford. This is my middle class Ferrari, as I've always called it. I sold a 350Z I had at the time in Florida and bought this from St. Louis, Missouri. Flew to St. Louis from St. Augustine, Florida, and drove it home. And never been happier, and I love it to this day. Lord willing, I will be buried in this car. Black paint is the best paint color for showing off a car, but man, it's hard to keep clean. This sucker's been in that garage over there for probably all winter at this point when this was filmed, and just from being in the garage alone, you can see how dirty it is. It's just awful. And I get really into detailing stuff, full-on buffers and polishes and waxes and everything. So this is just awful. It's hurting me to watch. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I just wanted to introduce you to the fleet of cars here and tell you what's coming up on this channel. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of parts install videos and some racing, and maybe a little vlogging here and there, and also going to get some buddies' cars on the channel and check those out and also race against them. So please like and subscribe, and welcome to TK Driven. Man, that's cheesy, isn't it?